Hi, we're back to sketching now. From the first video, we actually seen that when you draw a circle, you will draw a square first. Right? Now, same, I'm just roughly draw a square shape with a brief outline. Okay. Now, if you're happy with this square shape, I will divide into 4 quadrants, and I proceed to draw the curve shape. Right, the radius of each of the quadrant, so that I can form a complete circle. Alright, now bear in mind that you must use a normal pencil and not mechanical pencil to draw, so that you can sketch properly. Right, now if I'm happy with the shape, I'll simply darken it, and right, and I've got my circle formed in this way. Now this method of drawing is actually called crating method. Okay, now if you do art to a higher level, you also learn the same way as well. Whatever you draw, actually there's some crating to help you to sketch. But of course in DnT here, we are not going to go into the level of art drawing that there are very fine details which they include inside there. Right, so briefly I'll just use a simple object to show how to draw a shape or a form using crating method. Now this is a simple object with some difference or change in the form along the whole length of the object. Right, now if I'm going to draw this, I'll simply draw a few rectangles of different shape as an outline. Okay, I'll draw it very quickly. Now overall, I'll just draw a overall rectangle first to show the overall size of the object approximately. Yeah. Right, now of course there's a division somewhere about here where I have a smaller square, at the bottom here, and extend it upward. Okay. Okay, now using the same method that I described earlier on, the lower section is a round circle, right? So I'm going to divide this into 4 quadrants, and I simply draw the shape of the radii. Now all these are in very light pencil marks. Now of course on top here is the same size as the lower end here, so I will do the same thing. Right. Now of course this line will join up to here. Right, and for the smaller square, the same thing as well. I'll do the same thing. And on the top smaller square, I do the same thing as well. And you notice that I do this in a very rough sketch so far. Okay. Now I will darken out the outline to show the object clearly now. Okay, let's do this part first. And I will draw the shape out, and I have the good outline of the object that I have shown here. Okay, and so this is a very quick sketch using crating method. Alright, so how do you go about this? Alright, I'll repeat again. First of all, you draw the overall shape with a brief rectangle or a square. right? And I extend the length behind there to show the depth. Now you notice that my second sketch seems a bit different from the first one. As I said, it's just approximate sketching. The sizing is approximate as well. Alright, now if I want to add details of the change in the cross section, I will determine where's the change that I want, which is about here. Okay, now you must know all the lines quite clearly, yeah, or else it get very confusing. Now this is a square in oblique that I've drawn below here, right here in the 4th quadrant. Right, and I proceed to draw the curve in brief sketches. Okay, and then likewise for the top part as well, I do the same thing. And for the change in the smaller section, this is the square shape that's reduced about here. Right. So draw another smaller circle. This is also another reduced square as well. Right, you notice that it looks very sketchy here, but if you were to be careful, see where the curve joins together here on this point and this point here, you should be able to determine the outline. And there you go. Alright, now crating method is very useful because you can draw some irregular shape a bit easier. Alright, let's just say I have another example to show you. I'll show you this object here. Okay, it looks like a sphere shape, right? So actually it's like a square. Okay, can hold the circle fully or circumscribe circle in a square, right? And the lower part is a smaller one. Okay, now so to begin with, I will draw a overall square that's very big. Okay, this will be the top part. Alright, this is the maximum size over here on top. Okay, and then there's another one.